Thank you for being here. I just want to express appreciation first for our partners, longtime partners in the community, Chinatown Service Center and CCBA and the other organizations from the Chinese American Chinese community here and throughout the San Gabriel Valley and Los Angeles. You guys were here before and have been integrated in our community, providing services like those that are offered behind us to our community, especially our immigrant monolingual Chinese-speaking community. We're so grateful for your services for over the years, and especially now as we need them more than ever. Appreciate all the work that you're doing already and have been doing to reach out to the community, and appreciate, I think I share with my colleagues who are going to speak as well, the appreciation from the community and just coming together. What happened this last weekend, especially during Lunar New Year, when there should be a time of celebration and hope, of looking forward to a new year, instead, as we all know and have experienced and are still experiencing in many ways, a time of deep sorrow and confusion and trying to make sense of something that probably will not ever make sense. The time to start healing is beginning, and will be a long process, as was noted by others as well. One thing, we're still waiting, details about the investigation and if we can get information about the motive and all this, but there are a few things I think are very clear to our community already. One, that there are too many guns and that we need to do more and take more action on gun violence, and to join with other communities across the country and leaders here who have already been leading on that conversation to push harder. But the other issue here is clearly mental health issues, not just in terms of what very likely was at least a factor in what drove the shooting and the violence, but also in the recovery. As many of you know, in our community, there's a stigma associated with seeking out help for mental health issues, for behavioral health issues in our community, and unfortunately, there are going to be many people, as was noted before today, that will not seek out services. They won't go to the government centers that we've set up. They won't come here to Chinatown Service Center. And that's why it's so critical that we get the word out to the community, to those that are here, our families and others who care for each other, to make sure that you're checking in on each other, to take time to have these conversations, because some of these people, and to where you can and where it makes sense, to encourage people who are suffering, not just the victims directly, but many of us in the community have been deeply struck and are deeply impacted by this emotionally. And we want to make sure that everyone is able to get the help that they need. And a lot of that is just in the community coming together, families and loved ones checking out on each other and friends, and being there for each other. And that's so important. And that's part of the reason we're here today, to get the word